So, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and girls, nerds, geeks, and otaku, welcome back and welcome home.
Hello, folks. It's Written Writ Ralph here, talking to you from our show here, The Written Writ. Of course, you got the Shadow Man downstairs, Frank to the side, and Alejandro Rojas talking about Fumigator. Right, I got it.
Happy to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
No problem. Let's start off with you, Alejandro. Tell the people who you are, what you do, all the good stuff, so they can get to know you, and then jump into your Kickstarter so we can see it out. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Alejandro Martin Rojas Medina. I am a Cuban sci-fi writer. Now I am living in Spain. This is my project, Fumigator. It's based on an old story of mine that I won an award, a sci-fi award in Cuba. And it's about in a dystopic Havana. The government use a group of people they call fumigators. They are outcasts. They are people that can use in that world a cybernetic part. Their body doesn't allow it, so the government use them to fight back the nanobots invasion. The nanobots are a plague because the government use. So this is here my wife. She also hate
A co-writer.
yes, she's a co-writer.
Oh, nice.
She helped me a lot.
Alejandro.
There you go. Now we can see her.
How are you?
Hi. I'm co-writing in the adaptation coming of the short history of Alejandro.
Nice.
We're a team.
So the government used nanobot to resolve the food problem in the country.
Right.
But they make a mistake. They doesn't control it. So the nanobot escape and erase and destroy all the landfill or kill all the animals. They also make the people they kill the people and make the bodies float in the air while the nanobots were disintegrating. But the government keep using the nanobots to increase their economy.
Right.
And the fumigators are the cleaners. And the story is about an old man who is tired. He keep doing his work because a lot of things that happen in Cuba is there's a lot of person that have wasted their life is about that, and they don't want to. They keep doing their job and don't want to said that they waste their life and the government use them as tools. Also, he has to deal with a lot of things. He has not only nanobots, the government uh, is an obstacle, es un obstáculo para,
Obstacle.
An obstacle, yeah.
an obstacle for him, and he's very tired, and he has to do his job, but he doesn't have his resource. But he has to deal, he has to complete his duties.
Right.
It doesn't matter because he doesn't have all their guns or his equipment. He has to finish all his duties, his diary duties, because we know that the central of control cut his wage.
Right.
He has to use catfish like transport media because
Uh,
it's the only thing he got. He can pay transport
the
and
problem
all that.
is that he used electromagnetic pulse weapons against the nanobots. He is forbidden to use a means of transportation. He can use fumigators can only use bicycle or walking. They can use car, trains because they are electric. So it's something ridiculous. They need to they're uh, a public service against nanobots, but they can use public transportation because of their weapons.
I see you guys really thought this through, and I can see you using Cuba and how things are there, right?
Yes.
The art just looks
Uh,
amazing.
The arc's really good.
Yeah.
Story's really good too.
Oh, definitely love the story.
Yeah. You- they utilize their environment and what they know
Mm-hmm.
and be able to, come up with some creativity for a story. I think it's pretty cool.
we use some of the reality that happens there now.
Yeah.
In Cuba now, it's like living a real dystopia. Well, all the world is a dystopia, but that place is some kind of uh, terrible dystopia. Also, I use reference a lot of old films, sci-fi, old films. I like a lot of sci-fi 80s and 90s films. Like I don't know, if you remember Death Machine?
Right.
Well, also Blade Runner, Terminator, and
I,
the
I
last
can see
version.
the influences.
Hmm?
I can see the influences.
Yeah, it's not just dress. Our character Jose, who is the fumigator, he's suffering a lot in all the book.
Oh, you got to suffer. You got to do the hero's journey. So I can see it.
Because he got tired and he has to go to fumigate into a building. He's almost finishing his duties all the day, but then the central control sending an order that he has to go to a building, a big building, and fumigate it because someone told the central there is a criminal nanobox there,
Mm-hmm.
and he needs to go there,
Right.
and he doesn't want to go. He's very tired, but
He have to
he
continue.
has to continue.
He have
I
to
get you.
continue because he don't have another choice.
And everyone hates them. All the population hates the fumigator because they are like the instrument of the state. Yeah, they are like public service.
I really like how much you've actually sat there and thought about this. You just didn't write a story and trying to figure it out later. I feel like you actually wrote this figured out the world you're in, and try to paint the picture of what's going on and how all this is happening while showcasing stuff that's happening in Cuba.
Well, bit by bit, I have an idea, but bit by bit, and I try to give a different ending. But it's like it's not the movie of Just Dread, but well, it has a building, and the fumigator enters that, but it has to deal with different things. There's a killer there, but there's not. It's not like the movie a gun shooting. No, it's not. Nothing like that. It's worse.
Right.
It has a lot of action because this guy Jose has to deal with a lot, and a lot of action. He feels stalker with something. He can at first he can notice, but he feels something is stalking he in there, and he have to continue to clean the nanobot infections
Right.
that in all Havana, in all the Havana, wherever they say he's sending, he's sending.
For example, when he arrives to the building, he has to announce himself. He said, "Fumigation, please. Anyone who has any cybernetic part has to leave the building about 2 hours." And everyone in the building start to yelling him, screaming at him, and someone uh, launched him no, Naoya, a cooking oven with witchcraft.
I gotta say, I like all the mixtures here. Because some people, if they go sci-fi, they don't like putting magic into it.
No, but it seems like it would definitely works with this story and this.
Setting, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but you know how it is. People go, sci-fi and magic can't mix.
Oh, you could always mix that. You just gotta find the right. What's the word I'm looking for? The right scenario.
Yeah.
It's got to seem, it's got to fit, and it's got to be right within the story and the complex of the story and how the story flows. That's hugely important when you're writing. You know, as a writer, you go to you make it work.
Yeah. Ooh, we lost Alejandro.
Well,
He'll be back in a minute. But I agree with you. I feel like but there's so many people who just like to like nitpick and I'm like, it's a story. Get over it. Maybe you don't like this, but you don't have to like jump all over it.
doesn't mean that the next person, the next person, the next person won't like it. This is what with the creative content, but then again, if you criticizing so I had this one guy that really bashed me on Amazon, and from that day on, since I published The Dark Legend, I've learned to not hate on haters. So my whole thing is when you have people on the show and they're like, "Oh, we don't like when people say," I said, if you have haters, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
That's how I always say it. So people could hate on an idea. I'm like, all right, go goodbye, later, goodbye. They don't bother me. So once you get into the writing realm and criticals with comics and all this and that, you see it when they release certain Marvel comics or DC comics and they're doing something different, and then everybody's jumping down their throat because they don't like it because DC and Marvel are I can't say similar, but like
Right.
if they have an idea that's just working, they stay with it, and then automatically they change something like the death of like Superman, right? Like when they did that, who the hell saw that one coming, right? Or something along that line.
Right.
So we
Hello,
we
sorry for the
no,
blackout.
It
all
happens.
good.
Don't worry about it. It happens over here.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear
Can you hear
you.
us?
Okay, sorry.
And
Ah,
don't worry
you're
about
good.
it.
You're
It
good,
happens.
man.
It
It
happens to
happens.
us too. It happens to me, and I'm in charge of the show.
In Cuba, we have a lot of blackouts. I don't know why it happened here.
Now the blackout was my phone.
Let's see.
Ah, you guys are good. It happens. You
Oh,
know,
definitely,
it's a piece of electronics. So you know that's bound to happen at some point.
definitely.
Okay.
Sorry, so
Jose,
sorry.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
oh,
We're geeks here, so we'll just keep geeking out.
mhm,
that's it. That's it.
mhm.
And we were talking. What was it you were talking about, Frank? Oh, we were talking about
About
the mixture of things. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, the mixture of things with the, especially with fantasy and science fiction, you can mix about just about anything, and then it'll work. You know, like I said, like that first experience when I had like someone really bad writing something on Amazon. If you're having haters, you're doing something right, and that's how I always take it. And any new writer that comes or beginning their journey, that's what I always say. I said, if you have haters, continue having haters. That's the best thing you could have.
Exactly.
There's nothing like bad propaganda, no? Like the canon guys.
Yeah, but people find ways of criticizing something, that maybe, original content or stuff that you came out with or you draw up. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. Okay, goodbye. Next. Next. If you're having people hate on you because you're trying to create something different, okay, what have you done? Then you hear the crickets. Okay, okay, bye. You know, it takes a special type of person to build something, to create something with their mind or hands or with their artwork or anything like that type. If you're able to have bring some type of creativity, no one else is doing it and people criticize for that. So, what? Kudos to the people that are artists and creators because
Oh,
there's not
definitely,
enough of, you know, right?
Mhm.
definitely.
Okay.
Let me see if I can play the video so the audience can see a little bit of this. Hold on. Hopefully it'll play right. Let's see.
In a dystopian future, Havana is a nightmare city, plagued by swarms of nanobots that destroy the soil throughout the country and cause monstrous mutations. The Fumigation Corps, composed only of social outcasts, are the only solution granted by the failed state to deal with the uncontrolled pandemic of nano-allegiance. Jose is a fumigator, but he's old and bitter from his stressful work routine and has yet to deal with one of his worst days of his life.
There you go. Great video.
Yeah, that was
I see you guys.
Yeah.
that's
I
pretty
heard Rob
badass.
Powers there. I can see Phil's there. He's like, it's 4:30 for Alejandro and Iris, so reward their lack of sleep and back this book.
Yeah, that's Phil.
Yeah, that was a
This,
sick
We keep
trailer.
awake. Don't
that
worry.
was a really awesome trailer. Really,
Yes, it
that
was.
was a sick trailer.
Thanks to
Thanks.
Philbo.
Thanks to Philbo.
Yeah, I heard Rob Powers' voice in there, so I was like, oh, Rob. I gotta
It
say,
is.
it's a great story. I like what you're putting together, and I really do think people should go and back this because it feels different.
Well, I wish we can finish this comic because it has a lot. We write the short history. It was of Alejandro. It was amazing, but we put together something else.
Bigger. It's not so long. It's about 3 issues. It's not like One Piece. Longo, The Walking Dead, no, not something like that.
No,
That 1,000 episodes. Okay, I got you.
it has an ending, but we put more something about Cuba, something about African issues. We have a lot of action. Jose, the poor Jose, we putting a lot of trouble. Even a psychopath there is
There's a killer in the building, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Alejandro.
But
That's a spoiler.
well, I just don't say
we
what kind
don't
of
like
killer.
spoilers. No spoilers.
Spoilers! Woo!
No spoilers.
The author, the principal author is full. We has a lot. It has a lot of things, and another surprise there.
Well, so, we would like to make that comic real.
We had a missing link here. The Alex Bravo, the
Can you hear me?
artist.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, you can. I can hear you.
Yeah, we
Go
can
ahead,
hear you.
talking.
I'm worried because of that.
We had a missing link here. Alex Bravo, the
The artist.
artist.
Phil says
He's a great
spoil away
artist.
because we need backers.
He's missing here. He's the artist. We
The
wish.
artist is Alex Bravo. Why he isn't here is because of the internet in Cuba. It's very difficult to get this. It's not only expensive, it's very difficult. The only thing we can do is only audio. I am talking for him also,
We are
Right.
talking to him.
but he is also the soul of the comic.
Yeah, all the draft art from him is amazing. He's in this project since the beginning.
Right.
He's an amazing guy.
The problem is that this is the first time he dropped the Fumigator because we present this project about in two
Occasion.
different occasions, in two different projects, and well, everything goes down because something.
Because we are in Cuba. We
Well,
were in Cuba.
let's not talk about Cuba because Cuba is like Mars. It's another planet. And something happened, and the project goes down. And he told me last day, well, this is the first time. Let's see if we can go with it and complete it.
Right. That's what you got to do. You got to keep moving forward. You know, sometimes you get obstacles. You know, you just got to keep going past those obstacles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people think it's easy to do these Kickstarters, but it's not easy. And nobody's making any money. People are just trying to make comics. People are just trying to get books out there. People are just trying to get projects out there. That's why, folks, we need to support, especially because you know, you get great stories like this, you know, out there, and you want to get these things to happen. You know, if not, you get the same Marvel and DC stuff over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Phil wants to come on for a minute. Sure, Phil, I'll send you the link. All right, Phil, give me a second. I'll send it to you. Talk amongst yourselves while I try to work this thing out behind the scenes over here.
So did you grow up reading a lot of comics in Cuba?
Good question.
What?
In Cuba, where you get access to a lot of comic content, or was it almost sci-fi?
Well, now digital.
Thanks to internet and to the
Digital
piracy.
way, yes, but physical is if you have a friend abroad that send you by email, and also every year there is a book fair that comes countries like Mexico, and they bring comic in bad state.
Right.
And
Well, and
Spencer's.
they sell it like gold.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
And
Phil
of
wants
course,
to know.
like,
Phil wants to know if it's okay with you two if he comes on.
mhm. And everyone there that likes comic, when they see, for example, oh, an Spider-Man comic about $5, for example, oh, it's a treasure, and we buy it. It's not in good condition. That's the only way. And if you have a friend or a family abroad that send you the comic to your home, if you live in Cuba, there's no way for it. How can I tell you? If you live in Cuba, you can't use Amazon to buy a comic.
No.
You need a family abroad that do you the favor.
But
Also, and that's the problem with Cuba. There's a lot of problem with the pirate movies. We pirate everything. We pirate Netflix. We pirate comic. Everything because now you have to respect the copyright. Okay, but if we respect that, we can see it. Also, the government. We're not talking about the political issues about the blockade and, for example, Avatar, the last movie, Avatar, James Cameron Avatar, the last part, for example, the government use high definition copy, pirate copy, and put it in the cinemas,
Wow.
and didn't pay anything.
Yeah.
Every copy that appear in the web, pirate web, they put it on TV or in the cinema. And also, what can we do?
well, in the end, Cuba is still a Caribbean island who still live from of the piracy. God bless the piracy in Cuba.
So Phil,
That's
here,
the word.
Hello, Phil.
What's going on, gang? I don't
Hi.
mean to crash this party. Um,
Why not?
Woo!
I just
Yay!
You
wanted to
are
say,
one of the founder of this crazy project.
well, I just wanted to let people know that as a small publisher, we're not looking to take risks. So if I'm looking to put Filbo on the front of a cover or invest any time and effort, it's because it's a really good story.
yeah,
And
see that.
we can take elements from from familiar genres or familiar stories and invent them in a new way again, kind of like Jeff Johns did with Aquaman, etc. And I have to tell you, if you like elements of Judge Dredd, Terminator, Die Hard, The Raid, these are all different elements, but yet it's this whole new story. And let's be honest, when have we seen the backdrop of Cuba? We haven't. Or Cuba. So, I mean, it's a really fun, action-packed, exciting sci-fi tale with a character we can all relate to because he hates his job. He hates getting up every day, and now he's about to face a real shitty day. I mean, who can't relate to that? So I'm not going to lie to you. The campaign is dragging, and we're not going to make it if we don't get backing. If you like new and inventive stories, if you want solid writing, if you want visual stunning art and pages that just pop out at you, pick up the book. It's a $12 investment. It's worth your time. You've pissed away money on worse. So you got to come out and support. Let's make this happen for them. In Cuba, they can't do this. We take a lot of freedom for granted in this country. We have a lot of people bitching and complaining about how crappy the country is, but we have the greatest freedoms to just create comics. And Alejandro and Iris, they don't. It's not as easy for them. So let's let their dream make their dream come true. And you will not regret it because it'll be a worthwhile investment for you and an enjoyable story for you. It's a win-win for everybody. So back the campaign.
Very true. Very true. And I gotta say, like I was just telling Alejandro, I really love how he put this together. I like how the story's going. I like how he used all these elements and put the story there. Sometimes the best ideas are to write what you know, write what's around you, and this is a great example of that.
Well, it's intelligently written where he rides this giant mutated catfish. Because think about it, if you're fighting nanobots and your weapons are EMPs, you can't be driving a mechanical vehicle. So that's a hindrance and a plus that you deal with. I mean, he's fighting tech, but there's creatures, there's thugs, there's criminals, there's cyborg life forms, there's androids. Like you saw those 2 wasps, those 2 bees. Right. There's a lot more going on than just that. I mean, he's not just dealing with the threat in the building. There's surprises like they touched upon before, but there's the government agency that employs him. I mean, there's a lot involved. It's well written, and when have you and how often do you see an older protagonist?
True. I gotta say, as someone whose hair is going some south, it's nice to see somebody who kind of looks like me. So
some people say he looks like Bernie Sanders.
We need to use Bernie.
I'm just saying, we often hear people
with the gloves.
Yeah, right. We hear people complaining that they're tired of what's out there, in the mainstream. That they're regurgitating the same stuff. They're playing it safe. There's sequels. There's prequels. There's reboots. So if you're one of those people, there's no reason why you can't invest $12 in a book that's not doing any of that.
True. And I gotta admit, like in a world where you have so much stuff that's so similar to each other, something like this is refreshing. I'm not saying it's a story that hasn't been done, but at the same time, the way he's shaped this together, it just stands out.
Well, think about this. It's not even about has the topic or the genre been broached. It's how you broach it, how you attack it, how you present it. Again, you could have a Superman story and walk away going, oh, that was bland. And then you can have a Superman archetype story that's something totally different and go, oh, wow, this was really interesting.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Johns reinvented Green Lanterns, So, I mean, and how often do we get good sci-fi these days, especially in a comic book? We don't.
True. Sci-fi, I feel like sci-fi has kind of lost its way when it comes to comic books, which is funny because, it's what started off comic books. There was a lot of sci-fi and horror in the beginning, and now you barely see it.
And this is a cool sci-fi in the sense that it's more intimate because it really is this guy's day. It's intimate in his thought process and what he's going through. It's not this star-spanning, 50,000 alien races. That, as cool as that is, I love that stuff. Sometimes just bringing it in and making it intimate is even more interesting. Like, look at some of the greatest sci-fi movies were very intimate and close. The Thing by John Carpenter, Alien by Ridley Scott. Those were claustrophobic. Those were intimate. Those were in your face. Here's, you've got your hero, and then you've got this crap that they got to face. And sometimes those are the best stories there are.
It is, and just being the underdog during the whole thing, which I can feel completely, Alejandro. I feel that feeling of being stuck. Like you were saying, you hate your job, you're doing this thing. You can feel it. There's this connection there. Because like Phil was saying, who doesn't hate their job?
Yeah, I mean, imagine you. Not only are you not wanting to get up and face your day, but your day is ready to kill you. I mean,
that's true. That's completely true.
But I didn't mean to come out and take over for Alejandro and Iris. I just wanted to let everybody know that you can trust investing in this book, and that if I slapped Philbo on the cover, that's because I felt it was really good, and I was proud to put Philbo on the cover. And if you've read my stuff and you like and trust in what I'm doing, then trust my judgment that Alejandro and Iris are going to give you a great story.
I agree. I
Thank you.
love what I'm hearing.
So do I.
Completely love what I'm hearing.
By the way, there's an art tier from Kenny Calderon on there if you like original art, and it's only $100, and it's a 9x12, and he'll do a full figure inked. Where are you going to find that in today's art prices?
That's true.
You know, and part of that goes to the campaign, and part of that will go to Kenny. So you're supporting an artist, you're supporting the book, you're supporting the creators, and you're supporting Philbo Publishing. But we have a long trek, guys. We got 22 days to go, and we're just at 20% there. We need you. We need your support. We need you to put your trust in us. We guarantee you won't be disappointed, but you can only find that out by pledging. And again, it's a $12 book, and you can get all 3 covers for just $30. I mean, this is relatively inexpensive compared to all these other Kickstarter campaigns. We know there's no boobies on it, but you won't be disappointed. I promise you.
So our Son of Saint has said, just backed it, Phil. Put Philbo on it. I'm sold. Especially
Well,
since Latin
it's nice to see him back in some Philbo book because he never backed mine. But if this is good, do it now. Do it now. This is the one you got to back.
Well, you heard him. Especially since he's a Latin writer, I got to support my people.
You're so racist. God, because I'm pale. Look at you.
He's the son of a saint. Come on.
He's a son of something. I'm kidding. And look, at the end of the day, here's the honest truth. If this campaign doesn't make it, it doesn't really hurt me in any bad way. I've invested a little money to try to help them out, but that's okay. But I don't want to let them down. I don't want their vision and their dream to be put on hold or a bump in the road.
Right.
None of us should have to do that. You know, I want them to succeed. They're good people, and they struggle and they work hard, and they're passionate about what they do. And passionate creators who are also competent creators should be rewarded. They should.
And he actually won that contest. Well, he was one of the winners of that contest that you had.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's here.
Right. I'm telling you, he's a talented writer. They both are. So, but you can only find out one way. And you can't tell me I'm wrong until you buy the book and make a decision for yourself and read it. So until then, you can't fight me on that.
Folks, this book sounds great. I love how well you've crafted it together. I can't wait to see where it goes. And in order for us to see where it goes, you guys have to support this book so we can see where it goes. And I want to see where it goes, folks.
It's almost 5 a.m. where they are. They're so passionate about this that they're up at 5 a.m. to do this, and Iris has work.
5 a.m. in the morning, folks. It's 5 a.m. in Spain right now, and they are here pushing their book because, that's passion.
100%. They stand behind what they do. So does Phil. So, back them,
What's up, Shadow?
This is like a reunion here.
Are his kids asleep or something that he's not speaking?
Oh, me?
Eating.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, I had to go. Take care of something for a second.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh, you had to poop.
I changed the baby's poop, but yeah.
Well, I didn't mean
But like
to
they said,
steal your thunder, guys. I'll let you go. I just wanted to tell everybody with all sincerity, you're missing out if you don't back.
I completely agree, Phil. This looks good. I can't wait to see where it goes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on for a few minutes, Alejandro, Iris. We'll talk and keep plugging and get some rest today.
Good seeing you, Phil.
Take care, guys. Good to see you, Frank. Good to see you, Shadow. The heck with you, Angel.
Good seeing you, Phil.
Phil, seriously, you have the kind of confidence in the book. I definitely want to show it love.
Thank you.
Yeah, listen, my reputation's important to me. It's very important to me. So it better be a good book, right?
Exactly.
It's a
100%.
You bastard.
Ralph, take it easy. Everybody take care. Have a great night. And back Fumigator, or I'm going to toilet paper your house.
Woo!
What's the legalities?
Later.
Adios.
Oh,
Yeah, folks, that was Philip Russert coming on to go, you should back Fumigator. And then we got Son of Satan backing Fumigator. So that was a great go. All right, folks?
thanks to Phil. For God's sake, it's a nice. The
If only there
one
was
of
a
the
son of a
best
saint
guys I
cover,
have met.
though. That would really, I think, help me too.
What, back to Son of the Saint?
If there was a son of a saint cover for this book as well.
Oh, Son of a Saint cover. Well, he's always great. The Son of a Saint does amazing work.
He
You were going
does.
to say something, Alejandro?
What?
You were going to say something?
No, ask me anything you want.
No, I thought you were saying something when we interrupted.
Nervous. He's so nervous.
Well, no, we are all never here.
Don't worry
No,
about it.
this is
I do
the
this all the
second,
time, and I'm still nervous.
time we broadcast in YouTube. The second time. We are now we are better than the first one.
You seem a little more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
At least a little bit. I gotta say though, where did the idea come from though?
The idea come from one. Well, I just told a story of mine, but people I met in Cuba.
Real fumigators
For
go.
the real Fumigator is based in a lot of old guys and old friends that live there, because in Cuba to getting old is to have no future. Well, for example, you work and you expect to retire and
Right.
have a little no, but in Cuba you have to keep fighting. You have to keep working to, and there's a lot of problem with food and with medicine. It's good when you have a family that help you out, but there's a lot of, for example, there's a lot of old men that are alone and they keep fighting alone, and that's when I take the idea. And also I like a lot of Just Dread, but it's not Just Dread. Just Dread is a physics metaphor, a physics symbol, a humor. But no, Jose is a fighter, is a survivor.
Jose feels like an everyman.
Every man.
Yeah.
But a little more is the history come from a little bit of people and situations in Cuba. The cliche of the professional frustration in Cuba, the fumigators he knows in his own house who knock the door.
The problem is that
And his
there
own
was
frustration.
long ago there was a campaign against the mosquitoes, and the government were fighting against the disease of the mosquitoes. They use service people, no, young people use in military service, because in Cuba military service is not optional. And there was a big campaign. They knocked your door and they full your house of smoke, gasoline smoke. They
to kill the mosquitoes.
To kill the mosquitoes, they use some. They call it bazookas to kill the mosquitoes. And then the problem is that the government doesn't care about it, about the campaign, about the mosquito. The garbage keep going, because the problem was not the people, it was the cleaning of all the city, and the government doesn't care about the cleaning. They didn't carry out the garbage, and the mosquito came from that. And it was about about it. Oh, we got to keep fighting the mosquito, and then he doesn't care about it. In the end,
That's
you
how
have to care about yourself. Yeah, it was about that, and also as I just said, I am a cyberpunk writer. That was one of my tales of this book, but it also has three more tales. The principal story, I wish someday I could adapt in the comic, is called Chugamaya. It's like my homage to Moby Dick. Instead of a whale, it's a mutant catfish turning around the Cuba island, destroying all the boats and all
Plain.
the planes, and so the countries blockade again. What's the problem with the catfish? The trauma with the catfish? Because a couple of years ago, I read about it because the government to try to solve with the food problem. They bought a brood of catfish and they breed in a river. But the problem is that this kind of fish can escape. They can go out of the water, walk a lot of miles. And what's the problem with this kind of catfish? They eat everything.
wow.
And destroy all the
They
fauna.
destroy all the fauna. The problem they can eat rat, they can eat every kind of animal, and in the end, if you fish that and you catch that fish, you eat everything that that eat that animal, and they destroy the fauna. It's not. It was like something apocalyptic.
I can see it. Wow, wow.
And
I don't know if catfish were that bad.
I try to make as a sci-fi writer, I try to make the problem more bigger. Like the dystopia, like not like the Hunger Games. I mean, like 1984 or Equilibrium is like a wiki. Sorry, if we keep,
Llámalo. No está funcionando.
if we keep doing this,
Right.
we like idiocracy, the film. Where are we going to end it?
That's the question. If you don't stop it
we
now,
keep,
where's it gonna go?
yeah, we keep doing stupid things with rulers that doesn't care about the people, and they play with the country like they were gods. Hey, let's improvise this, and this is good. Is going to be good for the economy, and they don't know anything about it. They destroy the country. That's the problem. Also, cyberpunk is a mix, not the Japanese cyberpunk, anime. No, cyberpunk is a lot of technology
Yeah,
put in a scenario of poverty, extremely poverty, with a lot of technology. That's the meaning of cyberpunk.
I get you.
Mhm.
And it has that feeling. It really does. It has the feeling of, the whole punk feeling to it. It really does. you know, especially the art. I really do feel like you guys were able to capture exactly the feel of all this through the art, especially.
No,
Uh,
Bravo is a master.
Roisa is
yeah,
it's amazing artist
mm,
with a lot to show
To chat.
to share. With a
mhm.
lot to share to
Yeah. This art is just beautiful. Look at that. It has that punk feel to it. Folks, you guys love your punk stuff right here. You got it.
Yeah. He's a fan.
All right, so make sure that you guys go support this. It is there we go. It's at 710 right now. It needs to get to 3,500. We still got 21 days to go. We can get this thing to 5,000. Come on, folks. Let's help this out. You got 28 backers. You got a really great story going on here and some amazing art. Folks, go check this out. Support this, especially if you like some good sci-fi.
Thanks.
Thanks for the opportunity, Ralph.
And this interview.
Oh, no problem. It was great talking to you. I really love what you crafted here, and I'm gonna make sure to keep plugging it. Hopefully, we'll get some more eyes on it and help you out as much as we can. That's a definite.
Okay.
Frank, tell me something. Where are you? What's going on? Tell the people.
I will. You want me to put the book up, or you want to put it up?
You can put the book up. Go for it.
So
Let's
speaking
see.
of dystopian lands, where do you
Exactly.
hail from tonight?
This is just perfect.
Let's see if I could actually get that in. All right, that's I actually didn't screw that up completely. You know,
That's
my
good.
name's Frank Destefano. I'm the author of the Dark Legend of the Foreigner book series. And I'm coming from you, the sunny Orlando, Florida. Gonna be setting up for Megacon tomorrow. It's Thursday through Sunday. I'll be at AA 964 table in Artist Alley. Come see me, learn what the why legends never die and they only begin. Basically, it's about an ancient Japanese warrior that got frozen 400 years in feudal Japan and wakes up in modern day New York City, creating all sorts of fun havoc. So if you're into fantasy, science fiction, mystery, magic, and all that stuff, you have it in the first two. The two books are 2 for 30, and you get one of these wonderful prints that I have, which is I don't have them right now, but I'll have them in 8 a.m. I have to go to a printing place, so fresh off the press, shall we say? You know. But 2 for 30, come down, chat writing, anything geek, like you always say, Ralph. You know, come down and MegaCon's a very large con. It's the third largest con in the U.S. Behind San Diego and New York. So,
Son of Saint says that Frank needs a Son of Saint cover too. Shameless plug.
yeah. Looking forward to it. So if you can't make it out to MegaCon, go check out the website, frankdistefanoauthor.com, and you could order your copy, but might as well come down because then you get my signature.
That's true. That is very true. And your new book is gonna show up when?
Oh, Syracuse, I'm sorry, collectors, Syracuse Collectors Con. I got tongue tied there. Syracuse Collectors Con. It's going to be dropping St. Patty's Day weekend, so that's Saturday and Sunday. You know,
Yeah, have it, folks. Go check it out. And a new book. And tell them a little bit about the new book.
it's basically Jason Bourne 101. So it's about a military project that was programmed by the if you I don't know if you have the picture up. If the picture I sent you, I don't have that off on my phone because I'm using my phone. But if you want to get that up, I'll promote that too. So basically, about a military project that was developed by the military to counter terrorism, and it started turning and it fell into the wrong hands, and the people that are now operating it were court-martialed by the US military, and they go haywire and send this robot after people that court-martialed them or that really annoyed them for being kicked out of the military. So as you could expect, all hell breaks loose.
I like the fact that this is so different from what you've already done.
Yeah, well, you go from science fiction to suspense and thriller. You go to two different genres in that.
If Son of Saint is just having too much fun over there, everyone needs a Son of Saint cover. You get a Son of Saint cover, you get a Son of.
Sort of.
Make
Oh
the
my
world a
God.
better place.
Okay, let's see. What's up? Oh, here we go. Frank
Got it?
Destefano. I'm going over here to the Facebook because you sent it to me the last time.
Did I send it you in Messenger or did I send it you in text? But I don't remember.
Oh, you messaged it to me. I think you messaged. Or did I message it to myself?
You want
I
me to
see a
check?
lot of Megacon stuff here.
You want
That's
me
me
to
sending you stuff.
You want me to resend it?
Well, if folks, if you're paying attention to the lovely art that I do for each show, it's right there in the cover art. So go check it out.
Hang
And
on.
of
Let
course,
me.
MegaCon. Frank is going to be down there in MegaCon having fun. If you are in Florida, go check him out. Go have fun with him. Go talk to him. You know, he are you by yourself down there?
Yeah, I'm by myself, so I picked a heck of a con to do by myself.
I
MegaCon.
was going to say, man,
That's a big event, man.
that's a
Yeah,
big con.
it's all right. I got my snacks hooked up under the table and all that. I'll be good, man. You know. Listen, it's all about promote. You know. So it's all promoting the book series.
Exactly.
Getting the word out there. Now I'm gonna take I'll be promoting my new book series that's gonna be dropping in Syracuse. So I'll be promoting that. Uh,
So he was asking, Son of Saint was actually. So is it like
yes.
a one shot? Is it a series?
No, it's a
Remember,
series. I actually um I am actually almost done with the second one already. So, I've been cracking away. You know me, I like to stay on top of these and have multiple stories. You know. Usually when I write them, my head spins for about
oh, definitely.
three.
I get you because it's the same thing with me. Son of Saint says, Frank, the key to MegaCon is three things: Speedo, baby oil, and music.
Well, I don't have the speedo and I don't have the oil.
Oh my God.
That was funny. That was
All right,
funny.
folks,
You
let
didn't
me
expect
see.
that one, but that was really funny.
Well, you know how he is.
Yeah, I do.
Let's
Hang
see what we
on.
got here. Folks, of course, as we like to tell you here, when you sign up to get notified, it helps out a project. So right now, our friend Bitsy Tandem has her Maiden in Disguise getting ready to go. Go sign up to get notified. And this book it will be in Japanese and in English. So
Oh,
I have mine from the first issue in Japanese and English. So it's a great book. You guys should go check it out. Let's see, Drumsticks of Doom is doing they actually got funded. They're at 5,340, 126 backers, 11 days to go. Come on, folks, we can get them higher than they are right now. Drumsticks of Doom, you like yourself some rock and roll, you like yourself some comics. Here is a book that has both for you to hang out and check it out. Of course, Matta Sorcier is not here right now, but of course, I have to say that you should go check out Matta's book, Sacrimony, because it is an amazing book. And, I just love the premise where uh, she was dead, but now she's feeling much better. I get a kick out of that. Sacrimony is doing pretty well. It's at 3,682. It needs to get to 5,750. Come on, folks. It has 140 backers. We can give it 100 and 150, 160, and get this thing up to like 6,000, 7,000. Come on, folks. 12 days to go. We got this. And dude, she does the art, the writing. She's a one-woman show, and I love how what she says when she can't even afford to pay herself. Come on, folks, help her afford to pay herself. She's working on this comic and she's doing all that beautiful art. And there's actually tiers on this that gives you a chance to buy her original art.
Ralph, you need to work on your phrasing because you just said you love how a woman can't afford to pay herself.
Well, no, it sounds bad coming from you. Everybody understood what I was saying when they said it.
No.
Oh, no. Everybody understood exactly what I was saying, but since Contrarian has to say something, then it sounds totally different.
The same contrarian. See, you see, Son of a Saint knew exactly. See, just because we understand the context doesn't mean that what you said was right.
I know what I said. People know what I said. They know who I am. I have no doubt. Let's see what we got here. Right Wars, folks. This is an amazing game. It's coming to Kickstarter soon. And dude, if you guys like to write, this is right up the alley. It's a great exercise. It's a game where you try to figure out what the story is going to be, and you vote on what sentence you're putting in there to make the story happen. And then together you create a story. Right Wars, it has 96 followers. Come on, folks, this game is going to be a blast. I know I want to play it. And me and Jordan have already signed up, and we are VIP for this one. Son of Satan saying, don't get me involved in this. And then I get enough trouble as it is. Let's see. Of course, I have to show you guys this because I love my tentacle kitty. And they are on Backer Kit right now, and they have re-released their campaign critters. This is the reroll on Backer Kit, where you can get yourself a beautiful tentacle kitty in your favorite class. I have, of course, my mage class as tentacle kitty, but you can have your rogue, your paladin, your fighter, your ranger. Come on, folks, it's a lot of fun. And dude, the mimic in this is so cute and cuddly. And I love myself a good mimic. I think that's everything, unless you got something, Mr. Nat.
So cute.
It is. Tentacle Kitty is completely... I gotta show mine off. Hold on.
Not particularly.
Really cute.
All right, here we go. I will show mine off. Don't they look good being all magey?
My God.
Look at that. This is my
I want one of those. What?
And it's on Backer Kit right now, and you want one. And if you're into D&D, this is a great gift for as a DM giving this to your players, or hey, as your players giving it to your DM. A fantastic little gift, or just giving it to each other because who doesn't want their own class in this form? And look at that, even looks like me. Nice little beard, mustache. Oh man, I see even Son of Satan over here is going, oh, those are dope. Dude, I love Tentacle Kitty. We have been following them for a long time now. We found them at New York Comic Con ages ago. I think it was our first year there. And we've been following them ever since. Go to the Backer Kit. Have some fun. Get a mimic, some dragons. Hey. There's the link in the comments over there for you guys to use.
Where did you get that massive D20 case?
Oh, you love the D20 thing.
That's the popcorn bucket.
Yeah, it's the popcorn bucket from the movie.
Was it really? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So in the movie, when they did D&D the movie recently, they had this beautiful big popcorn bucket. I just had to get one.
You say recently, but that was last year.
That is recent.
Yeah, but that's recent. It was like in the fall that came out.
No. That's like January last year.
It
Was
wasn't
it January?
Yeah, it was like right after the OGL situation.
Oh.
So
was it that early?
It would have been February to March.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was sometime. It wasn't in the beginning of the year. It was sometime.
No, that was the beginning of the year.
January.
This was
It was
OGL.
February or March.
Wow, that was that early? I thought it was later in the year, to be honest with you.
No, it underperformed because
I
like,
was thinking the same thing too.
Not many D&D people went to go see it because the OGL controversy was still like very fresh. So it had to be either February or March.
Yeah, that sounds about right. January sounds way too wrong. I don't remember seeing any movie in January. Let me see. Somebody get Alejandro a cafecito. Poor guy must be tired as hell. Oh man. All right, folks. I think that's everything. Well, Mr. Shadow Man, why don't you tell them who you are and what you're doing? Because you're making some beautiful work right there. Go for it.
Oh, me?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm Lewis. Shadow
Hi,
Rabbit
Lewis.
Play Guy on Instagram. And you know, I pop into podcasts and stuff occasionally. I make stuff out of clay.
That is a Shadow Rabbit creation. Woo!
Dios mío.
Look at
That's
that,
what
man. It
I'm
is
playing
just
with right now.
beautiful.
And yeah, I make all handmade custom sculptures. They're a one of a kind. So
Qué lindo.
if you're interested, please feel free to contact me. Or I'll just be hanging out doing my thing anyway.
Son of Saint says it's the sexy clay wax man.
I always liked Son of a Saint, you know?
Jesus, dude, how much time went into that?
Couple nights.
A couple of nights. Folks, like I like to say here, because I got my beautiful Hugbert back there, you know. Angel, I'm saying Son of Saint now. Shadow Man over here does amazing work. He can make your dreams come to reality. Commission him to make something happen. Because I'll just show off my beautiful figure over here, my beautiful Hugbert, my teddy bear superhero. This is totally a nice little Son of Saint creation. I love my cape.
Oh.
And as I continue to work and make Hugbert a reality, it's great to have a physical presence of what I'm working on. All right, stay up. Don't fall over. And of course, how can I knew we were forgetting something. You know, it was one of the things we're supposed to talk about on the show. This Saturday at the Great South Bay Brewery, we are going to the Indie Art Show. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some great food. We're going to have a lot of artists and vendors. And dude, this is a fun occasion. The Indie Art Show is always a blast. It's in a great location. Did I say food? Because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's in the brewery, the Great South Bay in Bayshore, Long Island. Come down, support Pete Vasquez, Fat Guy Inc. You know, he does a great job hosting that, putting that all together. Does a great job. I did it last year. It was loads and loads of fun. You know, and a lot of people that came down. So you got a lot of draws. So you know, come down. You know, I know I'll miss everybody down there, but I'll be in sunny Florida while everybody's in 30-degree weather. So, ha ha ha.
That's a great sales pitch.
Yeah, it was, but seriously, at all, come down, go down this Saturday. You know, hang out with all those great artists and creators. You know, find something that you don't normally find in stores or whatever. Come down, support everybody. You know.
Phil says, I have a tragedy statue from Shadow. Like, you mean Shadow Creation? I don't sculpt. All right. Phil's like, I want a Breath of Dragon, which is Phil's Breath of Dragon character. And let's see, Angel says, don't you have...
Yeah, we got to talk. I'd love to make that.
Oh, don't you have Breath of Dragon? Oh, wait, you said the dragon, my bad. And he goes, Shadow would definitely kill a Breath of Dragon. I completely agree. It looked totally badass. Folks, we've had fun here on the Written Writ as always. I will do what I always do, and I will press the button, and where it stops, nobody knows.
Eat your